Hey y'all, what got into you? I started this channel not really expecting anything to happen. And then I checked my YouTube studio for the first time today in like 2 days, and my views had gone from 10 to 400. Like, that's 396 more than I thought I would. Even 10 exceeded my expectations. But, thank you, I guess. As you can see, it's starting, I don't even know if you can notice, but it's starting to get a little bit dark outside. Probably gonna notice the deterioration of light as the video goes on. It's like 5:15 p.m. I was gonna record a video earlier today, but my brother came home from college this weekend, and so my grandparents came to my house for like 4 hours, and then I had to do tax forms because I want to be a lifeguard this summer, and I finally figured out how to get the website to do the tax forms. So we were doing those. I don't know. It's been a busy day. It's a Saturday. But yeah, just like a little responding to comments session. One thing I noticed, there were two people that said my voice sounds muffled. I'm gonna be honest, I really can't do anything about that unless I get a good mic. So I might get a good mic unless I reveal my identity, which I don't want to do yet. I don't know. I'm not big yet. I'm gonna see like if I have like 38,000 subscribers in the next month, I'm gonna see what the crowd reaction is to me not showing my face. I don't even know why I have like a secret identity. I just think it's like cool. I'm sorry, I'm like yapping. I should get into the topic of the video, my bad. Today we're gonna be talking about how Gen Z is like doomed and kind of screwed for the future. And we're already starting to see the effects, and it's some of it's their fault and in their control. Most of it's not, which kind of sucks. Obviously, like, the first thing that comes to mind with Gen Z being different and stuff is technology. Obviously, Gen Z is like the most technology addicted generation by a very wide margin, and it's because like technological advances in the past like 10ish years. Oh, actually no, it's like since the last, what was the last generation called? I don't know. Generation Alpha? No, is that the current? No, I don't know. It is 10 years ago you were lucky to like own an iPod. And now everyone has phones. Everyone has good phones. I have an iPhone 10, and even that's out of date now. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but recording this on a Chromebook with a webcam. I have another laptop right here that I got for free from my friend, but that's a story for another time. This is my phone. There's a monitor downstairs. There's another Chromebook over there. I'm gonna bring it. Hold up, just so you have proof. This one is broken because I spilled water on it, so it's not actually functional, but I have 3 things in this room that are like Chromebooks / laptops. My brother has 2, I believe. Or maybe he just has 1. No, because this was my brother's old Chromebook. Is the one I'm recording this on, and he has one that he uses for college. It's actually like a really nice laptop. Every single household is like this. That's my point. Each kid is getting stimulated, and they're learning to like screens more, and like things like books less. I don't know, there's other stuff that like helps your mind and stuff, but technology is not one of them. And like if this trend keeps going into the near future, like everything's gonna be, AI is taking jobs. Like have you seen how much AI has progressed even in the past like 1 year? Like search AI generated video 2023 versus 2024. It's like actually kind of brazy. So a result of that is like Gen Z's leaning more on technology to do stuff, and so like ChatGPT exists, we're cheating through everything. No one does anything themselves anymore. If AI keeps doing that, then people with the like engineers in the future are not going to know how to be an engineer because they just use ChatGPT to go through all college and high school and stuff. And I just use engineer as an example, but that applies to like literally every single occupation. That like if this keeps happening, then in 20 years the workforce is going to be a lot less competent than it is now. And you can already see like the numbers going down. I use 20 years as an example. Imagine like 100 years in the future. Like at that point, AI is probably just going to like be people's jobs. Like at that point, no one's gonna have a job because no one needs to have a job. Then leads into my second point, and this one is a lot less of Gen Z's fault because the last one, like, you choose to cheat, you know? You don't choose the economy. The economy is the second thing I'm talking about. Like the market and stuff, and rising prices and inflation. That was Instagram Reel like yesterday. That was like if prices keep increasing as much as they have since like 60 or whatever, then in 2080, I think it said in 2080, the average house price will be like 1.8 million. And like, it's not even, it's like just below $1 million now, isn't it? I don't actually know, because I don't know, oh, it's snowing. Sorry, the example I was gonna use, my parents bought this house, like right after it was built. Well, the first owner of this house, I think it was built in 2008 or 7. Because we moved in when I was 3 or 4. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's valued at like $350,000 more than what the purchase price was. Like house prices are going up fast. That's insane for that time frame. Like, the neighborhood my girlfriend lives in is a lot more of a rich neighborhood than this one, and like the houses look the same. Like, my girlfriend's mom's house looks the same as this one. It has about the same square feet area and whatnot. It's like 2.5 million valuation. Like, how? I discovered Zillow. It's pretty cool. You can like stalk people's house values and stuff. And looping back to what I said at first, if people don't have as much jobs, they're not going to have as much income, and like rising prices and lowering income is like a match made in hell. I'm a high school senior now. By the time I graduate college and like get a job, it's going to take like 20 years of full income, like not including taxes, to be able to buy a house like this one or my girlfriend's. Actually, no, this one's valued at like way lower than my girlfriend's, but you get the point. I think there's only one effective way that would solve this, and it's higher wages / salaries, because I know that's not the same textbook definition, but my point is that's probably at least like unlikely, and if it does, it's not going to be much, because we learned in AP macro actually, that sticky wages are a thing, which basically means like if the market is going through a recession, or the good one, what's it called? The one where it goes up, I forget. But yeah, wages don't really change that much, and so over the long run, they're going to go like this, when housing prices are going to go like that. So it kind of sucks. Another thing, people aren't really like leaving their house. Like, people just sometimes see the market and are like, yeah, I don't really want to do this, you know? Like, and they just don't go to college. They don't get a job, or they don't even graduate high school. They don't try. I don't know. I'm too lazy to like edit this to put like studies on the screen, but like single moms and dads, but especially moms, numbers have been growing in the past like 10 years more than they ever have. And it's because no one can really afford anything. I just realized that what I just said doesn't actually make sense. I'm going to try to revise it. I don't know why I said single moms. What I meant by that was people... I guess what I meant by that was the unemployment rate, really. Like, the unemployment rate has been going up, and it's because of what I said, AI, and also people aren't getting college degrees. So this is a side note. This has nothing to do with Gen Z, but like, can we normalize not having to get... what if there's so many jobs that require a degree that you don't actually need the degree to perform the job effectively? Like, we should get rid of that. My main point with like staying home and stuff is kind of everything I just said with like, yeah, this is contributing to everything else, but also loneliness and isolation and people not having friends. Those numbers have also been going way up. Like single mom. No, I'm just joking. I just made up that stat. Actually, I didn't make it up. It's true. It's just like doesn't have anything to do with what I just said. With just like loneliness has been rising. No one's having kids anymore, you know. And along with people not having kids as much, they're also having kids much later in life. Like I saw this study today. Like in 1960 or whatever, most people who were aged 25 to 29 were like married with kids, and now it's like 20% because people don't have the funds to afford it, or because they're lonely and can't find anyone to marry, or both, most likely both. This then leads to like less people, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but like less people, which can be, it's good for like the environment and stuff, but like you're ending generation lines that have gone down like literally billions of years, no, not billions, millions, hundreds of millions, I don't know, where did humans originate from, like chimps? I don't know. All this is happening while Gen Z is too busy sitting on their phones and not doing anything about it. Like, you know Greta Thunberg, or Thunberg, however you pronounce her name? She's cool. She's actually doing something. She's one of like the 0.1%. I don't even know if she's Gen Z, but if she is good, if she's not good, doesn't really matter. The point is she's doing something. More people like that. Like, her actions as one single person make an impact on people's beliefs, but don't actually like cause the big corporations to stop spewing natural gas into the atmosphere. Like, coming together as a big group and advocating for something as a big group has been proven to work. That's why we do it. And so like stuff like oh yeah, also that's something I haven't even really mentioned, the environment. Like, weather is gonna go crazy. Like, I used to watch Cosmos. I don't know if you know what that is, but I should add that to my list of TV shows I've watched. Neil deGrasse Tyson hosted that show, and it showed like a progressive map of like the estimation of average temperature around the globe, and like red represented hot and blue represented cool, and it was like throughout the years, and by 2080 like everything was red. I don't know actually what the year was, but by the near future that our kids are going to live in, everything is red. Especially because everyone's having kids later. So it's going to be even more red. And then generation by generation by generation, we're going to keep having kids later, and it's going to keep getting hotter, and housing prices are going to keep growing. And we're also going to be watching Instagram Reels for 7 hours a day. But like, the thing is, it sucks. Like, why can't TikTok's algorithm not be, like... Montana has the right idea of banning TikTok, low-key. That shit works, bruh. Like, their algorithm is so good. Instagram Reels just showed you, like, fatal car accidents. you know? So Instagram Reels is like good and stuff, but TikTok actually has like a really complicated algorithm, and it works and it draws you in, and next thing you know, you have like 4 overdue assignments and it's 12:16 a.m. As long as the technological stuff keeps growing and getting better and better and learning, like AI, you know, people from Gen Z and other generations, but importantly Gen Z, are going to be attached to their phones. Well, what's the generation after Gen Z? I don't actually know. Is it Generation Alpha? Let me Google. Yeah, it's Alpha. Like, Gen Z really kind of fucked. I'm not going to lie at this point. But Generation Alpha, oh boy. Like, they're like in the depths of hell right now. The first major calling card of Generation Alpha was Skibbity Toilet. That should show you how far down they are. Like, one of my friend's brothers, I was at his house, and he had like a basketball machine in his basement and stuff, and we were sleeping over and whatnot. It was like the NFC Championship game day. We also got into a car accident that day. One of my friend's brother was downstairs in the basement for a bit, and he was like playing Skibbity Toilet. He's like maybe like 12 or 11, and he was unironically playing Skibbity Toilet videos, and we were like, oh my god, are these the kids our parents wanted? Technology addiction is just gonna keep making it worse and worse, and God knows what's gonna happen next. We do know what's going to happen next with the economy, though. Housing prices are going to go up, like they have been since the incident back in 2008. Talking about like the stock market crash, not my parents buying my house, in case anyone was wondering, because I think I said earlier that I bought it in 2008. I said this earlier, my house is valued at $900K, and my parents bought it for like 6 something. Maybe it's 7. No, it couldn't have been 7, because it's more. It's like 5 or 6. It's in that interval. Point is, prices are going up, income is going down. And if that trend keeps continuing, and this is the new generation, once they get into the workforce, it's going to be here. And it's going to be like, everyone is fucked. What can we do about it? Okay, well, what things can we control? Getting off TikTok and Instagram Reels, that's one, and start actually doing helpful stuff. Like, you know, your assignments, especially in college. In high school, you just don't do assignments, and it doesn't really have any big effect. Which is also kind of why the future job force is going to be incompetent, but that's besides the point. Hold up, I was actually talking with like my English teacher about this, because my class had nothing to do, and we love getting my teacher off task. So we were talking about like, my county's absentee policy is like so bad, because over COVID, before COVID, there was this thing, that like if you had enough absences / tardies, you would lose credit for the class. They removed that and never put it back, and now no one goes to class, but everyone still passes. And it's like fucked. English class Friday had like 6 people in it. And we left early because she told us we could leave early. Like, it's oh my god. Like, I can make a whole nother video. I actually might, like, eventually about, like, the education system's impact and how it's, like, contributing to things like what the main focus of this video is, like, the future just being bleak, basically. So I guess kind of the conclusion, the final statement, something needs to change. Oh, actually, I think I was talking about, like, things Gen Z could do. Like, something I said earlier is, like, take inspiration from people like Greta Thunberg. Mass groups advocating for a good cause. Like, it should help in the long run. In the short run, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. But, like, if we just do that, it'll at least have, it won't do nothing. I mean, it might do nothing, because, you know, government's also fucked. I mean, I would say something we could do is, like, get more young people in things like Congress. Obviously, instead of just, like, 90% 80-plus-year-old white men, but, you know, we need diversity in, like, everything. We need diversity in age, we need diversity in, like, race, we need less white people and shit. It's like, I don't know. That's another one. We should have, like, an equal amount of men and women and important governmental positions. We can't really do anything about that, can we? Because of the way the laws work. You know, Jeff Bezos doesn't get taxed? Like, everything is, like, nothing is happening good right now. How does the law allow for, like, Elon Musk to find a loophole to pay no taxes, but, like 21-year-old single mothers working 4 jobs, earning, like, $55K a year, are getting taxed, like, 30% of their income? Like, how is that allowed? 30%, like, that was a guess, that was a rough estimate, and that doesn't include, like, rent. That doesn't include everything you need to, like, take care of our kid if you have one. That doesn't include food. That doesn't include, I don't know, if you have a car payments and stuff, like electric and gas and cell phone payments and internet and cable. Everything costs money, and people, like, income isn't. Maybe income actually is going up, but housing prices is going up higher. I know that. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else we can, well, there definitely is, I just can't think of it because I'm lazy. Yeah, start advocating and stuff, and make sure our kids don't live in, like, a completely anarchical society. I don't know what the word is. So that kind of like sucks. Kind of blows, man. No one really knows how the future's gonna go, and it sucks. Anyway, other than that, I have lifeguarding tomorrow, like all day. So I might record a video like driving there, I'm not sure. Last training though, like I should get all my certifications tomorrow and then I can upload them and officially be like an employer. Sorry, I feel like I keep drowning out these videos. Like I probably could have ended this video at like 7 minutes and it would have the same effect. But again, I said the same thing last video. But if you watched till here, thank you. And also thank you for somehow giving my other video like 400 views in like a day. Not a day, it's been like 3 days, but you get my point. Thank you. It's very cool. Hopefully this community keeps growing because I like reading comments, I like responding to comments, and I like, applying feedback to my videos. So if you guys have any feedback, put it down. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night. Thanks for listening. See ya.